Hi, it's me, Vijisha, Social Science faculty of Silver Hills High Secondary School, Calicut. Today, let us discuss about the second chapter of 7th Standard Social Science, that is From Trade to Power. I hope you all understood the previous chapter about the conquest of Constantinople by the Turks in the year 1453. And we all know that as a result of that conquest, the European traders they forced to find out a new sea route to India because Constantinople was the gateway from Asia to Europe. And this conquest, the conquest of Constantinople, that dismantled the trade between Asia and Europe. So, with the discovery of sea route, many foreign traders they reach India for the purpose of trade, especially the Portuguese, the Dutch, the English and the French. And all these European forces they realized that India is a treasure of spices. And the spices of a land were essential to the foreigners, especially pepper. And maybe you all have a doubt how pepper got that much demand in European countries. There is a story behind it. Let us listen that story. The rural folk in European countries would kill some of their cattle for meat and they preserve it for winter season. And we all know that the climatic condition of winter season, yes, it's very cold and especially in European countries heavy snowfall will be there. And the heavy snowfall in the European countries that was not favorable for the grass to grow in cattle fields. Then what happened? So the people and the cattle were faced the shortage of food. And then they tried to find out a solution for this problem. What was the solution? Yes, the solution was to preserve this cattle meat as food for this winter season. So they don't have enough facility for preserving the meat. That is, there was neither electricity nor refrigerator during that time. Not only pepper but also the spices like cardamom, cinnamon and ginger were also loved by the foreigners. So I hope you all loved this story. Let us move on to the topic, that is the arrival of Portuguese. From Portugal to Calicut. In the month of May 1498, three huge ships with a group of sailors from Portugal under the leadership of Vasco da Gama reached Capat near Calicut, and they were Portuguese. Once they reached here, they met the Zamorin, then the ruler of Calicut, and asked him for the permission of trade. He granted the permission, but he did not provide any trade facility to Vasco da Gama. So suddenly Vasco da Gama left for Kannur, and from there he gathered necessary goods and then he returned to Portugal. And later two more sailors from Portugal they reached India for the purpose of trade. They were Almeida and Albuquerque. Next we are going to discuss the major trade centers of Portuguese. Goa and Daman and Diu. Goa and Daman and Diu were the major trade centers of Portuguese. But these Portuguese, they could not establish many trade centers in India. Let us discuss that reason. The first reason, they don't have enough economic and military resources to compete with other European powers. And the second point, or the second reason, that is they faced resistance from the native forces. And they made some constructions also. St. Angelo Fort at Kannur and Kottapuram Fort in Thrissur district extra were the constructions of Portuguese. Let us see this picture. This is the picture of St. Angelo Fort. and this is Kottapuram Fort. And these Portuguese were also known as Parangis. Agricultural crops like pineapple, papaya, guava, red chilli, cashew and tobacco etc. were introduced by the Portuguese. Cashew, guava, papaya, pineapple and tobacco. And the widespread use of printing machine and the development of the art form like Chavittu Nadagam extra were the impact of Indo-Portuguese relationship. This is the picture of Chavittu Nadagam, and let us see a video based on this topic.
The sea is rough and stormy, but these sailors from Portugal won't turn back. They are on their way to India to buy spices and then sell them in Europe, which will make them rich. They want to travel by sea because the journey is safer. The land route is an old route but very dangerous due to wars in the Arab lands. Finally, India at last. The Portuguese, led by their captain Vasco da Gama, land in Calicut, India in 1498. The first thing Vasco da Gama did on landing in Calicut was to meet the local ruler or Zamorin. Let's listen to what they said. What is the reason for your visit? Your Highness, I have come from Portugal and wish to buy your famous Malabar spices. I request permission to trade here. What will we gain in return? I will give you a lot of money for your spices, and once I sell them, Malabar spices will become world famous. Very well, permission granted. All that you saw took place many years ago. Would you like to know what happened after that? After that, the Portuguese became the first Europeans to carry Indian spices abroad and sell them. The Portuguese made a lot of money and their country became rich. Soon, other Europeans like the Dutch in Holland, Danes in Denmark, and the French in France heard of this, and they too landed in India to trade in spices. Meanwhile, in England, some traders formed a company called the East India Company.
So, I hope you all understood this topic. Thank you.